conversation this beautiful Friday morning, even as we end the week on the high. Good morning, Ogunchiku.
Good morning. Thank
And
you so much for having me.
great, great. Thank you for joining us as well. And how are you doing this morning?
I'm very well. I'm
Mm.
very well.
And
Thank you.
when it comes to the country, how do you feel? The song I just played now said I can't kill myself.
I think that is it.
Mm.
That is it. And then hopeful, I guess, because at the end of the day, without hope, you're going to find out that you will stop showing up. So as I always tell people, no
Mm.
matter how bad it is, show up. I believe that one day we're actually going to get it right.
Mm. And I like that. No matter how bad it is, just show up. And in terms of showing up today, let's show up a bit for women.
Yeah.
Right? Can we do that for women? And you are into corporate communications,
Yes.
an expert in that, but
Yes.
you're also concerned about women and what beyond the fact that you're a lady, you're a woman. Why are you so concerned about that sphere? I mean, driving that movement.
Okay. So first off is based on experience. I mean, you can't be a woman in this world and not feel some of the unhealthy
Mm,
effects of patriarchy. So key for me, my venture into feminism, there's one key thing I want to help solve, and that is to disrupt or just, obliterate the culture of silence amongst women. Instead of just living at the background, because fear is the biggest subjugation factor,
mm,
where if you go out and do it, you will fail. Women don't do this. Gender is inconsequential. If you want to be something, if you want to live up to something,
mm,
you have to get up, be afraid, and do it. Be shaky and do it. But people will not buy your book, write it. You're going to sing a messy song, sing it anyway. When we break the culture of silence, like I was telling a friend, I say, you introduce authenticity in women.
mm.
They're able to say exactly what they want and what they want, and everybody will benefit from it. From you wanting to have a relationship with girls, you see, is affecting our marriages, is affecting families, because women say yes, they make relationship decisions from a place of hunger instead of a place of love and power.
Mm.
Give them power, let them decide. I think everybody will be better off if women are more authentic.
All right, and so that's more like the right choice for women. Women need to be more authentic. Women need to
Be more
be
vocal,
more
own
vocal.
who they are, with
Mm.
no matter what the society say about it, own it.
All right. So looking at our society, I mean, I'm not talking borrowed cultures or traits or events. Talking Nigeria in general. Would you say misogyny exists and is affecting women?
This entire Nigerian system is built on misogyny. Look at
Wow.
2021, the House of Rep, they voted down unanimously a bill that proposes that they have a balanced house. Gender parity is not a thing in Nigeria. Like I started, there's a quote that we read in the other conversation we're having, the first chapter of the book. We said that in some culture, the joy that welcomes a girl child is
Mm,
not the same the joy that welcomes a male child.
mm.
And then it's even get worse if that is like the woman's third, fourth, fifth girl child.
Female. Okay.
You would think there's a barrier, but if it was a male child, you will hear, they drove to the hospital and then we saw this big child, Dimpa. He's a bouncing baby boy. But these things make the girl child feel like an option and not the choice.
Mm,
And if you keep doing that, you are going to keep underutilizing these girls because you are boxing them into a corner where they have to live in a certain way, make their lives about acceptance. So, most times, the reflection of moral decadence we are seeing in the society today is those women seeking acceptance. No matter how much they're abused, no matter how much they want to do something different, if
mhm.
going around naked is what trends, they do it. You have to learn to love girls, women for being women. They are enough. Let us celebrate that.
So it's more. I mean, and what you said there really hit home, saying that some people is more like they see themselves as some girls see themselves more as an option rather than the choice. So it's more like what I ordered as against what I
What I
got.
exactly. And if I don't do things this way, if I don't get married, the society won't accept it. It's a fact. I experienced that
Mm,
firsthand. You know, the moment you say, "Oh, you have someone that will marry you," the society start looking at you differently. Oh, she's someone's wife. Don't touch her. Don't
mm.
abuse her.
But the question is: it really? just about women because the society imposes so many things on both male and female.
Pressure, pressure.
Mm,
If you make money as a man, believe me, you people can actually spread red carpet for you and you walk. You make money as a woman and they don't see the wedding ring in your hand, you are proud. Everybody's going to call you proud. Oh well. In fact, there's even a name. There are names in different cultures for it. This attaching the value of a woman to a man makes them not to be in full who they
mm,
are. And that is why also, because over and again, there are some examples I cited in the book. We continue to see women that go through things and they stay back. I mean, we saw the popular Christian musician that last year, the
yeah,
Melody.
yeah.
If you let women be themselves, let them have that right of choice without saying, why did you leave? Without saying, go and get married, the pressure, force them more to pursue their destinies, force them more to pursue a purpose
Mm.
than pursue a man, the centralized man in their lives. I think that will help go a long way in
Mm.
ensuring longevity of relationships.
Of course, that women are themselves capable to live and exist and
Excellent.
thrive and reach excellence. And so that led you to write this book.
Yes.
All right. Now, talking about the book, how long did it take you to put all this together? Because from what you're saying, it's not fiction. This is real life,
Facts.
events that you're putting together, experiences, and just writing on. It's more like, let's say, thesis. Like a project work, like a research work. Let's put
Yes.
it that way, like a research work exposing what really women go through, which a lot of men might not know. How long did it take you to write this?
So the experiences is for a lifetime.
Mm,
I gathered these experiences and I used it in the book. But then, instead of just telling stories, because I'm not a fan of rhetoric, just rhetoric, there should be something backing the words. So it took me about 4 months. But the 4 months is getting the data. In my phone, you're going to see data, facts, examples. So if I see online that a woman got maybe murdered,
mm,
I have to put it together. So make something out of the facts. Ask the why. So that is what I put in the book to say, this is where we are now. This is the problem. This is what we need to do as women and as a society
okay.
to ensure that we solve this problem.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, broken mothers raise broken children.
Mm,
So we all, like Chimamanda says, should be feminist because feminism is not about the woman. It's about the entire society, ensuring that the people that play the one of the most important roles in the family are mentally, physically, psychologically, and financially ready to do
mm.
that.
All right. And looking at this, so it's the experiences in this book are cross-cultural.
Yes,
They are things that are very relatable, everyday experiences,
exactly.
and the errors that society has made. Does it recommend solutions as well?
Very practical, yes. So if you look at it, maybe we'll get to read
Yeah.
something from it.
And moreover, even before we get to read something from the book, uh, tell us what is the title, the name of the book, because we haven't even talked about the. We're just talking about so many things. What's the name
Okay,
of the book?
so Ichabod is, if you're a Christian, you must have heard it. It has a biblical connotation. Yeah. So, but the Ichabod used in this context is to show how, as a society, we have gotten it wrong in how we raise the girl child, in the attention we give them, in how we treat them as an option. So you get to see this reflect in everything they do. If you associate with women a lot, you will see that fear and silence. Those stories that mothers get by the corner to tell their child,
Mm,
don't do this. If you do this, this is the men will do it. And you over time you get to find out that it's true. So Ichabod is how we have lost the glory that we would have utilized in various sectors.
mm.
We would have seen it in the agricultural sector, women doing a lot of things. We lost it because of inherited silence. So that's this. And the book is designed to say, how can we bring back this glory? How can we get it right once again?
All right. And so the book is Ichabod. You are going to read a portion of the book for us. Let's hear that. See how we could identify with that.
Okay, so there's a lot of things, facts to read. So, but in this context, I said something because it addressed a lot of issues in marriage. So I'm going to read something about submission. Is pertinent because I said to submit means to accept or yield to a superior force, authority, or will of another person. Therefore, if as a man your output is inferior to that of your partner or wife, she will most likely not willingly do that. So you have to earn it by first of all knowing who you are, aligning who you are, so that you can sell that mandate to her
Mm.
as your partner. I ended by saying submission is earned, not demanded.
Now, I was going to ask you some questions because when it comes to um, gender advocacy, I'm often a bit calm. I take the back seats. I often want to listen more than I speak because I've seen many cases where people abuse gender and misguide women as well as men in doing the wrong things, and that often destroys home. But what you just read from your book now shows that, listen, you're not, it doesn't sound like you're saying, oh, disregard men or disregard this. You're only saying respect the woman, and you're telling the man to be realistic. That's how I interpret what you just
Fact.
said now, that listen,
Fact.
and which is the right thing, even beyond male female relationship. The moment a child starts making his or her own money, he doesn't take everything the parent says,
Yeah.
anymore. He says, okay, I have this idea. This is how I want to live my life. Because you're now, so in essence, submission might be good, but you don't force it. You don't impose it.
You
You
earn it.
earn it. You live a life that the lady or the wife or the woman in any way relationship
Yeah.
you have believe that, okay, this person deserves it and should do it selflessly.
Automatically yield to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense. That as a man, don't just go out there and impose yourself and feel like, oh, I can get
Bully,
this.
abuse,
Bully, yes, yes, earn it. The same way you earn respect from other people
True.
around you. That of a woman should not be different. So now this a book. How many pages is it, by the way?
About 150 pages.
Wow, that's a good read. That's a good read. And where can this books be found?
Okay, so for hard copy orders, you just go to pagebookstores.com. Just type pagebook.com.
Pagebookstores.com. Okay,
Yes, and type Ichabod. You get it
Ichabod.
just 5,000 naira. They deliver anywhere across the continent. Yes, so if you want the e-copy, go to Amazon and type Ichabod, Daughters Who Did Not Inherit Their Mother's Silence.
Okay,
You will see the book too. It's on Okada Books too for e-copy.
Okada Books and Amazon
Yes,
for
and Page
uh,
Bookstores for hard
hard
copy.
copy. All right. So pagebookstores.com.
Come.
Yeah. Then okadabooks.com, I believe,
Yes,
and amazon.com. Yeah. So Okada Books and Amazon, you get the soft copy, and Page Bookstores, you get the hard
hard
copy.
copy.
The soft copy, how much is that going for?
The soft copy. So for Okada Books is about 4,000. Then
Okay.
for Amazon we have about $9.9.
Okay. All right. All right. That's good. And now, so it's Ichabod. There are three, should I say, silhouettes of three women,
Yes,
and three women seated, I believe, out there. And the
David.
name of the author is on the cover. Can you
Yes.
read the name of the author out again?
Ogochukwu Geraldine Eloike.
Yeah, I didn't see the Gerald in there. I only saw the LOK. So anyway, so that is the book, and that is where you could get it. Go to pagebookstore.com, or that you get the you can order the hard copy there, or even go to their location. I believe,
Exactly.
yes,
At Allen, 82 Allen Avenue.
Allen Avenue, 82 Allen Avenue, or as well, you can just go to okadabooks.com or Amazon. We're fighting a shortage of dollars, so don't buy on Amazon, buy on Okada Books so that we can keep the dollars in Nigeria,
Yes.
so that you can even make more money and produce more. In fact, I
True.
dare you to go buy on Amazon. That will be 10,000.
That's a big dare.
Yeah, I dare you to go buy. Better go to Okada Books and buy here. You will even get here quicker because no need for border clearance and all
Sure.
that. So, but thank you so much, Ogochukwu
Thank you
Eloike,
for having me.
Geraldine
Yes.
Eloike, yes, for coming through today, and we believe that many more projects will be coming
Amen
after
to
this one.
that.
All right. So that is the interview we have for you this morning. We'll take a very short break.